Hey, what's up soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and what I have for you guys is the full hardcore Easter egg guide for the final Reich. Now you're going to need to watch two other videos if you have no clue going into this. One of them is going to be how to upgrade all of the Tesla guns. That is going to be linked down below, as well as the casual Easter egg guide as well. You're going to need to do all of those steps except for the final step in the casual Easter egg in order to do the hardcore Easter egg. So now I'm just going to go through all of the hardcore Easter egg steps, so just keep that in mind when you guys are watching. Both of those videos are linked down below, and I just want to show you this quick clip of me prestiging. So I am now first prestige. So without further ado guys, let's get into the extremely detailed hardcore Easter egg guide. Alright guys, so the first step for the hardcore Easter egg is you need to find 3 keepsakes. There's a yellow one, a green one, and a red one, as you can see right there, and we're going to be turning those, but first we actually have to shoot them down from a specific location. So I took the time to find every freaking location for you guys so you don't have to worry. The first one is going to be yellow, and it's going to be directly across from where you actually turn the keepsakes. So there's 4 yellow locations, 3 red and 3 green. So that was the first yellow location. Now the next one is going to be right near where you turn on the power after opening the gate, which is right there on the windowsill flower box. That is one of the locations, and there are still 2 more to go. So that's what I'm going to be showing you guys. So the next one is actually going to be over here, and it's going to be in the flower box right there. That one's really easy to see, but you do have to open the door to the pub. And the last and final location that the yellow one can spawn in is actually going to be in spawn itself. Now this one is going to be kind of like up if you're looking at the quick revive machine, so you can literally get this one as soon as you spawn in the game if it does spawn there. So now we're going to be looking for the red ones, and the red ones have 3 locations. The first location is right there, which is literally on top of the pub. Now I was trying not to get killed here, and good thing I had shields because I would have definitely gone down. So it was good that I got those. So that is the first location for the red one. There still are 2 more. So the next one guys is going to be all the way down here, and this one is kind of a cross from the weather vane chicken that you need to use later on in the Easter egg. And this one is going to be right when you look to the right here, and it's like there's 2 windows, and it's like between those right there on the roof. So that one was a little hard to find, but I found it eventually. And this one, you need to open the pub door from the back, and it's going to be located behind the flag. So those are the 3 red locations, and now I'm going to be showing you guys all of the green locations. So the first one is right there on the chimney. Now that one is pretty easy to see. There's like no discrepancy at all whatsoever. Now this next green location is a little bit hard to see. You kind of need to just be looking for it specifically, and it will be right on that window right there, literally right next to where you enter the combinations. And the third and final one is going to be up here, right like in front of the window of the steeple, and you can just shoot it down right there as you saw, and I'm gonna go and grab it. So those are the locations for the green tops. So I really hope this helps you out, because that took me like at least 2 hours to find all of those, because I had never really had to look for them, because I've always been playing with teammates and stuff who know where they are. So now you need Enigma machines. The first one can be right there, and it's red. It's going to be an Enigma machine with a red bow on it, and this is going to be the combination for the red. So the first one was in there in like the main comm room, and there's 2 more locations where this one can spawn. It's going to be to the left of the type 100 wall buy in this room, and it's going to be right there, and it's not there. So in this game I happen to get it on the roof. Now what you need to do is go into the toy store, and upstairs, or toy factory or workshop, it is right there. So that is the code that you're going to need for the red. Now I'm going to show you guys all the locations for the yellow one. So there's 3 locations for the yellow one. The first one is going to be in here. As you can see, that is the location. It gave me the number 8, which we're going to get back to in a couple minutes. Now there's 2 more locations where this one can spawn, and this one can spawn over here, which is directly across from the toy workshop on the couch. And the last and final location is going to be on the other side, like the waterfront area, and this one is going to be within a window as well, and it's going to be sitting on a shelf of sorts. So as you can see here, we're going to turn, and it's going to be this window right here, and it's going to be on the shelf right where I shoot my sniper. So once you get those locations, and there's no green ones, by the way, there are no green Enigma machines. So what I did was I found the red one, and as you can see, it gave me the number 6. So that means that the red one is going to be the number 6 o'clock. So it's actually like each of these are a clock, and you have to change it to that time with like a regular clock. So all the numbers are going to be 1 through 12. You will never get a time that is not 1 through 12. So as you can see, once you place them in, red is already at 6 o'clock, and that's just standard. So the yellow one is going to be 8. So that means I need to change the yellow one to 8. So I'm going to go back over here and change it to 8 o'clock on the clock. So that means I need to turn it 2 times from 6 where they're all set. And now, since there's no green one, you have really no way of knowing which one that is going to be. But since you have 2 of them, all you have to do is turn the green one enough times until you can't move it anymore, and then you're automatically going to get the combination. Now there's only 12 possible numbers that it can be, and I've never figured out how to get the green one or find what the green one is. But once you get the right one, you will get the disc or the record that you're going to need for the record machine later on in the Easter egg. All right, guys, so the next thing you need to do is turn on the power in the pub. And the first thing you need to do is go up to this chicken weather vane. You press square on it, it's going to spin, and then it's going to stop. Now it's either going to point at 3 possible locations. The first one is over there. The second one is going to be in this window, and as you can see, there's a speck there. So you're going to need to shoot the speck, and once you shoot the speck, what it's going to do is cause the water wheel to actually spin and reveal coils. But we're going to get to that in a second. So as you can see here, I'm going to make my way around. The other location can be over there on that like wall as well. So I'm going to go over here with my sniper, and you're going to see that there are 2 coils that are revealed that you're eventually going to need to shoot with a Tesla gun. So we're going to jump to a different game here. I ended up getting it over on the bridge, so I'm shooting it now, and then I'm going to go over there all the way to the walk that is literally right next to the water, and I am going to shoot it with my Tesla gun. And like I said before, this is actually going to turn on the power in the pub once you shoot it with the Tesla gun. So I'm going to shoot these coils here, and boom, that means that the power is going to be on in the pub, and now we don't need to worry about power for the rest of the game. So we're all set there. Now that step is really easy. Just save a zombie and you're set. So the next thing we need to do is get the red talon, which is actually the sword that is on the final Reich. Now this step is a little annoying, but it's really not too bad. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go turn on the other 2 power switches that you would have normally turned on at the beginning of the game, because they have since been shut off. So as you can see, we're going to turn this one on in the labs. We're going to make our way through the labs, through the electric trap is usually the fastest way. And then we need to go over to the morgue side, and we're also going to need to turn on the power over there, because the same thing happened. That one also got shut off before. So as you can see here, we're going to shut it off, or turn it back on rather. I don't know why I said shut it off. And now there's going to be a new switch that is revealed in this main comm room, and it is right here. So you turn it green. Now the next thing you need to do is find one of the Brenner heads, and this step is a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. So if you're playing solo, it sucks. If you're not playing solo, just have a teammate train a zombie outside, shoot the coils with the Tesla gun, pick up the Brenner head, and now you need to go ADS or shine it in 2 locations. One's there and the other one is on the other side. Now you know if you've like shined long enough if you hear a clicking noise. So if you hear the click, then you're all set and you can literally drop the Brenner head. So what you have to do is change all of these numbers to a random combination, but basically what you're doing is getting the fingerprints to show up. Now the fingerprints are only going to be the color blue, so you need to change all of those numbers to the color blue. It's really not too bad, but it can be really frustrating. And once you do that, once you get all 5 numbers on each side, you're gonna get a half of a coin. So as you can see here, I'm just pressing square to flip the colors. So you just keep pressing square until you get the blue color. Now, when you're doing this solo, it's really annoying, to be honest. You just have to run back and forth. And like one good thing that I did, I only have one number left, so I'm just running the zombies over here. I'm gonna run all the way around and hope that I can switch it fast enough. And in this case I did, so I ended up getting the last and 5th number with the blue fingerprint. So I'm gonna grab the other half of the coin that is there once you get all 5 of the numbers punched. So you have to do a total of 10 numbers, obviously. Now you bring this down here to the Emperor's Chamber, and right in front of the statue you press square and that will spin. That is the coin that you've collected, and you're going to get the red talon, which is the sword. Now this is where things start to get a little more hectic and a little more annoying. So now you need to get kills inside of here. So you're going to place the record that you got earlier on the record player, and it's going to play. Now what you need to do is get a certain amount of kills, and I believe it's like 30 to 50 kills before the record restarts. And you know when it restarts because you hear a high note. Now it's a lot easier to do when you have the added melee damage perk, which as you can see I have, along as stamina up as well. And I'm just going to stand here. Now it's really easy on a pest round, so that's what me and my friend did here. We just ended up waiting for the pest round, and we just go to town on the zombies. Just keep pressing your melee button, circle or whatever your melee button is. Just keep spamming it over and over and over and over, and eventually you're going to get enough kills. Now we did this on round 30 with pests, and it was able to fill it. Now if you do it with just regular zombies, it can probably take a full round of zombies, and you're gonna know when you're done because you're gonna hear a clicking noise that is actually going to, you know, be a number that you need to remember. So as you can see here, we're just going super fast mode, and we're just gonna kill all of these. And there is an effect that you can get on your sword where it's red, and it's gonna have a red glow, and it's gonna allow you to kill more zombies with one swing instead of just one. So that is really nice to get. So as you can see, the round just ended, and we're gonna go back over here, and you're gonna hear a clicking noise that is from the record player. Now the record song is going to be playing backwards, so you're gonna hear clicking noises here. So the combination that I ended up getting was 4 2 3 2, and I'm gonna play that for you guys as well so you can just understand and listen for the exact numbers. We're gonna go through it twice. Now I just want you guys to listen and hear exactly what I mean. So there's going to be a long pause before it resets, and once you do that, you're going to activate the voice of God from the regular casual Easter egg, and then you enter those numbers. So as you can see, 4 2 3, and then I'm going to set this one to 2 as well, and it goes left to right from the front where the button is. So I'm going to set this one to 2, and then once you're done that, then you can press the button again, and now you're basically ready to go into the boss fight. Now by this time you need to have all of the Tesla guns upgraded fully, and then you're ready to go into the hardcore Easter egg boss fight. But before or right after you press that, what you need to do is you need to go get the Tesla gun. So if you don't have it, you need to go pick it up, and each person on your team, you have to shoot every single Tesla gun at this metal thing on the chandelier, and you're gonna see the color kind of go around it and then go through it. So once you shoot all 4 of those, then you are done. So as you can see here, for some reason my Tesla gun glitched out. We shot the yellow one. I'm going to shoot the green one here, and boom. Then we're going to get the Rabin Hers, which is basically a ruby. And then once you've done that, then you are all set. If you go and grab the hilt before this, you will die. As you can see the inventory on screen, make sure you have all that filled in except for the hilt. Then you press or shoot your Tesla gun at that, and you can activate the hilt. And by this time, your entire inventory will be completely filled because you've done all of the casual steps as well as all of the hardcore Easter egg steps. So you guys have already seen the cutscene, so we're just going to skip it. Now, what you need to do is shoot the big Zeppelin. Now, in the hardcore boss fight, there's only one light that is going to show up at a time, and once you shoot it enough, you're going to get one of these to drop, and all you really have to do is get a bunch of kills around it. Now I recommend for shooting down or shooting the lights on the actual Zeppelin, I recommend using the M1911 pack-a-punch called the bacon and eggs. It is by far the best, and it's really easy to shoot down in the boss fight, so I would highly recommend that you guys use those. And it's also good for getting kills as well. But at this point, you can use your Tesla gun, you can use whatever you want, and all you really need to do is get kills around it inside of the red circle. And eventually what you're gonna reveal is the actual item. So it's the Oberschneel or something like that is what it's called, or Uberschneel. Now basically all you have to do is put a ton of bullets, and when he gets stunned, you place the Uberschneel on his leg, and then you're gonna get an explosion. So you're gonna need to do this 2 more times. So here's another one. When the Panzermortar is stunned, you put the Uberschneel on his leg, and then he's going to blow up again. You need to do this 3 total times. So when you shoot down the thing for the 3rd time, it's going to be sucked back up by the Zeppelin, so it's going to kind of fake you out. So here's the 3rd and final one, and boom, we get the cutscene, and we're basically done the Easter egg. But you guys have already seen the cutscene, so I'm just going to tell you what happens. Now we did this one before round 16 to get an achievement, but as you can see here, guys, Klaus is actually alive and he's not dead. So we did end up saving Klaus when you do the hardcore Easter egg boss fight, which is really cool. And eventually he ends up making his way like through the map, and he'll blow up and explode. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I know the hardcore thing is a lot longer, and I didn't want to make this video super long, but I felt like I needed to explain every single detail and show you all the locations for everything, so you guys would not get confused at all when you're doing this boss fight. Once again, go check out the other 2 videos. One of them is all of the upgrades for the Tesla guns, which you're going to need to do in order to do the hardcore boss fight, as well as the casual Easter egg video, which is also going to be linked down below, which you're going to need to do all those steps as well. So I hope this video did help you out. If it did, please let me know down in the comment section. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.